Come with me, if you will, on a journey not across continents, but through the very fabric of time itself. We will travel back through the ages, to an era when empires rose and fell, and humanity, with remarkable ingenuity and ambition, left its indelible mark upon the world. These are not mere ruins, but living testaments to the spirit of our ancestors, whispering stories of their beliefs, their struggles, and their triumphs. The very air around these places seems to hum with the energy of the past, a powerful and humbling reminder of the long and complex story of our species. Together, we shall explore 23 legendary creations, scattered across the globe like jewels upon the Earth's surface. Here, in these hallowed grounds, the legacy of ancient civilizations still echoes with profound clarity. From the sun-scorched deserts of Africa to the dense jungles of the Americas and the windswept plains of Asia, we will uncover monuments of such scale and precision that they continue to baffle engineers to this day. Each one is a chapter in the grand narrative of human history, a puzzle waiting to be understood, a marvel that defies our modern sensibilities. Prepare to be astonished, to question what you thought was possible, and to stand in awe of the enduring power of human creativity. This is a voyage of discovery, a pilgrimage to the heart of ancient mysteries. We will witness firsthand the creations that have fascinated explorers, scholars, and dreamers for centuries. The journey begins now, into a world of wonder, where stone and spirit unite to tell a story that has outlasted the empires that wrote it. Let us delve into these ancient wonders that so defiantly stand against the relentless march of time. Our journey begins on one of the most isolated inhabited islands on Earth, a tiny speck of land in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. This is Rapa Nui, or Easter Island. Here, standing silent and stoic, are the Moai, colossal stone figures that have guarded this remote landscape for centuries. Nearly 1,000 of these monolithic statues were carved by the Rapa Nui people, their impassive faces turned inland, as if watching over the descendants of their creators. They are a haunting presence, a testament to a society that, in its isolation, achieved feats of engineering and artistry that are still not fully understood. How they were carved, transported, and erected remains a subject of intense debate. These statues are far more than just stone carvings. They are the living faces, the Aringa Ora, of deified ancestors. As such, they are the very soul of the Rapa Nui culture, embodying the spiritual connection between the people and their land. The entire island, with its remarkable collection of statues and ceremonial platforms, is now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a protected treasure for all of humanity. The Moai stand as a powerful, poignant symbol of human ingenuity, artistic expression, and the enduring mysteries that our past holds, their silent gaze forever fixed upon the horizon of time. We travel now to the arid coastal plains of southern Peru, a landscape so dry that it has preserved one of history's greatest enigmas for nearly 2 millennia. Scratched into the very surface of the desert floor are the Nazca lines, a vast collection of giant geoglyphs. These are not random markings. They are stylized designs of incredible precision, depicting animals like hummingbirds, spiders, and monkeys, as well as geometric shapes and long, straight lines that stretch for miles. Created by the Nazca culture between 500 BC and 500 AD, their true purpose remains one of archaeology's most captivating mysteries. Visible in their entirety only from the sky, theories about their function abound. Were they astronomical calendars, pathways for religious processions, or perhaps even messages to celestial gods? The sheer scale and accuracy of these figures, created by a people with no known means of aerial observation, is simply staggering. Preserved by the exceptionally stable climate and protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Nazca Lines serve as a spectacular, sprawling canvas. They are a silent, sprawling question etched into the earth, a profound reminder of a civilization's unique and mysterious relationship with the world around it. Rising dramatically from the central plains of Sri Lanka is a geological marvel that became the foundation for an extraordinary kingdom. This is Sigiriya, the Lion Rock, a colossal column of rock nearly 200 meters high. In the 5th century, this imposing monolith was transformed into a fortress palace of breathtaking ambition. Imagine a citadel in the sky, complete with landscaped gardens, intricate water features, and a palace perched on its flat summit. To reach it, one had to pass through the open jaws of a colossal lion, carved from the rock itself, a gateway designed to inspire both awe and fear in all who approached. Rediscovered by archaeologists in the 19th century, after being lost to the jungle for centuries, Sigiriya has since become a legendary symbol of Sri Lanka's rich history. The surviving frescoes of celestial maidens, painted on a sheltered rock face, offer a tantalizing glimpse into the opulent artistry of the era. The complex engineering of its water gardens, which still function during the rainy season, speaks to a sophisticated understanding of hydraulics. Sigiriya is more than a ruin. It is a vertical masterpiece, a fusion of natural grandeur and human audacity, a kingdom built halfway to the heavens. Deep within the sweltering, wildlife-rich jungles of northern Guatemala lies the sprawling ancient city of Tikal. For centuries, this was one of the most powerful kingdoms of the ancient Maya civilization. Its magnificent temples and pyramids, some soaring over 70 meters high, break through the dense jungle canopy, their stone peaks catching the first and last light of day. This was a bustling metropolis, home to tens of thousands of people, a center of religious ceremony, astronomical observation, and political power. Walking through its grand plazas, one can almost hear the echoes of a vibrant and complex society. The sophistication of the Maya is evident everywhere in Tikal. Their understanding of mathematics and astronomy allowed them to build structures aligned with celestial events, and their intricate hieroglyphic writing recorded their history on stone stelae. Abandoned by the 10th century for reasons still debated by scholars, the jungle slowly reclaimed the city, shrouding it in mystery for nearly a millennium. Now, a UNESCO World Heritage Site nestled within a national park, Tikal offers a mystical experience, where the calls of howler monkeys and toucans replace the sounds of the ancient city, and nature and history exist in a breathtakingly beautiful symbiosis. It is often said that it is the only man-made structure visible from space, a myth that, while untrue, speaks to its legendary scale. This is the Great Wall of China, a structure that is less a single wall and more a sprawling network of fortifications, watchtowers, and natural barriers. Snaking its way across the rugged mountains and vast deserts of northern China, its total length, including all its branches, is estimated to be over 21,000 kilometers. It is an architectural endeavor of almost unimaginable proportions, a project that spanned dynasties and cost the lives of countless workers. Built primarily as a defensive barrier against nomadic invasions from the north, the Great Wall was a monumental statement of imperial power. It was a line drawn across the landscape, separating the settled agricultural civilization of China from the nomadic cultures of the steppe. But it was also more than just a military installation. It was a system of communication, with smoke signals from its watchtowers able to transmit messages across vast distances with remarkable speed. Today, The Great Wall stands as a powerful and enduring symbol of Chinese strength, perseverance, and the sheer, unyielding will of a nation to protect its identity. In the fertile Bekaa Valley of modern-day Lebanon, we find the ruins of a Roman city that was, in its time, one of the most sacred sites in the entire empire. This is Baalbek, ancient Heliopolis. What sets Baalbek apart is the sheer, mind-boggling scale of its temples. The Romans, known for their grand constructions, outdid themselves here, building a temple complex of such colossal proportions that it dwarfs even the grandest structures in Rome itself. The stones used in its foundation are among the largest ever quarried in human history, some weighing over 800 tons. The centerpiece of this sacred precinct was the Temple of Jupiter, a structure of almost mythical dimensions, surrounded by towering columns that soared towards the heavens. Though only 6 of these columns remain standing today, they are enough to convey the breathtaking ambition of its builders. Nearby, the remarkably well-preserved Temple of Bacchus offers a more intimate, yet no less impressive glimpse into the artistry of Roman religious architecture. Baalbek remains an archaeological marvel, a place that leaves visitors struggling to comprehend how ancient engineers, without modern machinery, could have possibly built on such a superhuman scale. We arrive now on the Giza Plateau, on the outskirts of modern Cairo, to witness a site that has captivated humanity for over 4,500 years. Here stand the Great Pyramids of Giza, the ultimate symbols of ancient Egypt's power and ingenuity. The largest of them, the Pyramid of Khufu, remained the tallest man-made structure on Earth for an astonishing 3,800 years. Built as monumental tombs for the pharaohs, they were designed to be eternal resting places, stairways to the heavens that would ensure the king's successful journey into the afterlife. The engineering prowess required to construct them is almost beyond comprehension. Millions of massive stone blocks, some weighing many tons, were quarried, transported, and fitted together with a precision that continues to astound modern builders. The pyramids are not just piles of stone. They are complex structures containing internal chambers and passageways, all aligned with remarkable astronomical accuracy. As the sole survivor of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the Pyramids of Giza stand as a timeless testament to a civilization's profound belief in eternity and their ability to translate that belief into physical reality. Crouching in the sand, seemingly guarding the Giza pyramids, is another of Egypt's most iconic and mysterious monuments, the Great Sphinx of Giza. With the body of a lion and the head of a human, it is the largest monolithic statue in the world, carved from a single outcrop of limestone. For millennia, it has gazed eastwards, watching the sun rise each morning, its expression a mixture of placid wisdom and enigmatic silence. Its sheer size is overwhelming. It is longer than a modern passenger jet and as tall as a 6-story building. Despite its fame, the Sphinx is shrouded in mystery. Who does its face represent? Most scholars believe it to be the pharaoh Khafra, who built the second largest pyramid at Giza, but no definitive proof exists. When exactly was it carved? And what was its original purpose? Was it a guardian, a symbol of royal power, or something else entirely? These questions have echoed through the ages, forming the riddle of the Sphinx. Buried up to its shoulders in sand for much of its long history, it has become a symbol of the enduring mysteries of the ancient world, a silent keeper of secrets we may never fully unravel. Journeying south along the Nile, deep into the ancient land of Nubia, we discover a monument born of one pharaoh's immense ego and a modern miracle of engineering. These are the great temples of Abu Simbel. Carved directly into a mountainside in the 13th century BC, they were commissioned by the great pharaoh Ramses II to commemorate his victory at the Battle of Kadesh and to intimidate his Nubian neighbors. 4 colossal statues of the seated pharaoh, each over 20 meters tall, dominate the facade of the main temple, a breathtaking declaration of his divine power. The temple's most remarkable story, however, is a modern one. In the 1960s, the construction of the Aswan High Dam threatened to submerge them forever beneath the waters of Lake Nasser. In an unprecedented international effort led by UNESCO, the entire complex was meticulously cut into massive blocks, some weighing up to 30 tons, and reassembled 65 meters higher up the cliff face on an artificial hill. This feat of preservation was almost as ambitious as the original construction, ensuring that Ramses' monument to himself and the twice-yearly solar alignment that illuminates the inner sanctum would continue to inspire awe for generations to come. On the east bank of the Nile, in the heart of the ancient city of Thebes, lies a temple that feels like a living, breathing part of the modern city that surrounds it. This is Luxor Temple. Unlike other temples dedicated to a specific god or deceased pharaoh, Luxor was primarily dedicated to the rejuvenation of kingship. It was here that many of the pharaohs of Egypt were crowned, in a sense, and the temple was the focus of the Great Opet Festival, an annual procession where the statues of the gods Amun, Mut, and Khonsu would travel from the nearby Karnak Temple to Luxor to celebrate fertility and divine power. Its location on the banks of the mighty Nile is no accident. The river was the lifeblood of Egypt, and the temple's orientation reflects this deep connection. As you walk through its courts and colonnades, you pass through layers of history. Colossal statues of Ramses II greet you at the entrance. An elegant colonnade built by Amenhotep III leads you deeper inside, and even a Roman chapel and an Islamic mosque have been built within its ancient walls. Luxor Temple is not a static monument. It is a place of continuous worship and human activity for over 3,400 years, a spiritual anchor on the banks of the eternal river. We now travel to the windswept Salisbury Plain in southern England, to a monument that predates even the Great Pyramids of Egypt. This is Stonehenge, a prehistoric ring of standing stones that has puzzled and fascinated people for millennia. Erected in several stages over a period of 1,500 years, with the iconic stone circle being built around 2500 BC, it represents a monumental effort by a Neolithic society. The larger sarsen stones were brought from 20 miles away, while the smaller blue stones came from the Preseli Hills in Wales, an incredible journey of over 150 miles. How these ancient people with only rudimentary tools managed to transport and erect these massive stones is a remarkable feat of engineering. But the greater mystery is why. The entire structure is precisely aligned with the movements of the sun. On the summer solstice, the sun rises directly over the heel stone, casting a beam of light into the heart of the circle. On the winter solstice, the sunset is framed perfectly by the great trilithons. It was clearly a place of immense importance, likely a temple for sun worship, a celestial observatory, or a sacred burial ground. Stonehenge remains a powerful, silent witness to our ancestors' deep connection with the cosmos. In 1974, a group of farmers digging a well near Xi'an, China, made one of the most astonishing archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. They stumbled upon the Terracotta Army, a vast subterranean legion created to guard the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, in the afterlife. What they found was just the beginning. Archaeologists have since uncovered several pits containing an estimated 8,000 life-size soldiers, along with 130 chariots and over 600 horses, all molded from terracotta clay. It is an army that has stood silent watch for over 2,200 years. The level of detail is extraordinary. Each soldier has a unique face, hairstyle, and expression, suggesting they may have been modeled on individuals from the emperor's actual army. They are arranged in battle formation, a snapshot of the military might that unified China for the first time. This silent army was meant to be a continuation of the emperor's power in the next world, a testament to his obsession with immortality and his legacy. The main tomb of the emperor himself remains unexcavated, a tantalizing mystery that promises even greater wonders. But the terracotta warriors alone stand as a breathtaking monument to imperial ambition and artistic skill. In the heart of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, the Maya Toltec civilization built a spectacular city that showcases their profound understanding of the cosmos. This is Chichen Itza, and its most iconic structure is the Temple of Kukulkan, also known as El Castillo. This step pyramid is more than just a temple. It is a giant stone calendar. It has 4 stairways, each with 91 steps. Combined with the top platform, the total number of steps is 365, one for each day of the solar year. The 9 terraces on each side represent the 9 levels of the Maya underworld. The true genius of its design is revealed twice a year, on the spring and autumn equinoxes. As the sun sets, the shadows cast by the pyramid's terraces create the illusion of a giant serpent slithering down the northern staircase, its body joining the carved serpent head at the base. This is the feathered serpent god Kukulkan, returning to Earth. This celestial spectacle drew thousands to the city for ceremonies and rituals. Chichen Itza is a masterpiece of architectural and astronomical achievement, a powerful demonstration of how the Maya integrated their science, religion, and daily life into the very stones of their city. Hidden away within a maze of dramatic desert canyons in southern Jordan lies a city that seems to be from another world. This is Petra, the legendary capital of the Nabatean kingdom. For centuries, its existence was a closely guarded secret, known only to the local Bedouin. To enter the city, one must walk through the Siq, a narrow, winding gorge over a kilometer long, with towering sandstone cliffs on either side. The passage builds anticipation until, at its end, you are greeted by one of the most breathtaking sights in the world, the Al-Khazna, or the Treasury, its magnificent facade carved directly into the sheer rose-red rock face. The Treasury is just the beginning. Petra is a vast archaeological park, a city of tombs, temples, and halls, all hewn from the vibrant, multicolored sandstone. The Nabateans, masters of trade and hydraulic engineering, grew wealthy by controlling the caravan routes that passed through this desert landscape, and they poured their riches into creating this architectural marvel. Exploring Petra is like stepping into a lost world, a place where the interplay of light, shadow, and richly colored stone creates an atmosphere of pure magic and timeless wonder. Its legendary aura is as powerful today as it was in antiquity. If Luxor Temple is the heart of ancient Thebes, then Karnak, just a few kilometers to the north, was its monumental soul. This is not a single temple, but a vast and bewilderingly complex collection of temples, chapels, pylons, and obelisks, built and expanded by pharaoh after pharaoh for over 2,000 years. Covering more than 100 hectares, Karnak was the most important place of worship in ancient Egypt, the main precinct dedicated to the Theban triad of Amun-Ra, Mut, and Khonsu. In its day, it was known as Ipet Isut, the most select of places. Its most awe-inspiring feature is the Great Hypostyle Hall, a forest of 134 massive sandstone columns, so densely packed that they seem to swallow the light. Walking through them is a humbling experience, designed to make a mortal feel small in the presence of the gods. Each pharaoh sought to leave their mark, adding their own section and trying to outdo their predecessors, resulting in a sprawling labyrinth of sacred architecture. Karnak is a testament to the enduring religious fervor of an entire civilization, a stone library where every surface is covered in hieroglyphs telling the story of Egypt's golden age. Just outside modern-day Mexico City lies the ruins of a metropolis so grand that even the Aztecs, who discovered it centuries after its fall, believed it must have been built by gods. They named it Teotihuacan, the place where the gods were created. At its peak around 450 AD, it was one of the largest cities in the world, a bustling urban center with a population of over 125,000 people. Its main thoroughfare, the Avenue of the Dead, is flanked by monumental structures, including the immense Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon. Yet, the civilization that built this magnificent city remains a profound mystery. We do not know what they called themselves, what language they spoke, or why their city was so abruptly abandoned and partially burned around 550 AD. They left behind no written records, only their awe-inspiring architecture and enigmatic art. The scale of Teotihuacan is immense, its layout a rigid grid reflecting a sophisticated understanding of urban planning and cosmology. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it stands as a silent, powerful monument to a great lost civilization, its grand pyramids challenging us to uncover the secrets of its unknown creators. In the plains of Thessaly in central Greece, a truly surreal landscape rises towards the sky. Here, immense pillars of sandstone, sculpted by wind and water over millions of years, form a natural fortress. It is upon these seemingly inaccessible peaks that one of the most extraordinary and visually stunning monastic communities in the world was built. This is Meteora, which translates to suspended in the air. Beginning in the 11th century, hermit monks sought solitude in small caves within these rocks. Later, fleeing persecution, they began to build monasteries on the very summits. In their heyday, there were 24 of these monasteries, each a testament to incredible faith and daring. To reach them, monks and pilgrims relied on long ladders lashed together, or were hauled up in large nets, a process that required a terrifying leap of faith. Today, 6 of these monasteries remain active, accessible by bridges and steps carved into the rock. The sight of these structures, perched precariously between heaven and earth, is profoundly moving. Meteora is a place where natural grandeur and spiritual devotion have combined to create a landscape of breathtaking, almost divine beauty. High above the sprawling modern city of Athens stands a rocky outcrop that has been the heart of the city for 3,000 years. This is the Acropolis, the sacred rock, crowned by a collection of buildings that have become the enduring symbols of Western civilization, democracy, and philosophy. At its center is the Parthenon, the magnificent temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, the city's patron. Built in the 5th century BC during the Golden Age of Athens, it is widely considered to be the pinnacle of Doric architecture, a masterpiece of harmony, balance, and optical refinement. The Acropolis is more than just the Parthenon. It includes the elegant Erechtheion, with its famous Porch of the Caryatids, and the Propylaea, the monumental gateway that served as the entrance to the sacred site. Though battered by time, war, and pollution, the monuments of the Acropolis still radiate a sense of perfection and intellectual clarity. They are a testament to the brief but brilliant period when Athens produced an explosion of creative and intellectual achievements that would go on to shape the course of human history. It is the ultimate monument to the power of the human mind. On a vast plain in central Myanmar, next to the Irrawaddy River, lies an archaeological zone that rivals any in the world for its sheer scale and mystical beauty. This is Bagan. Between the 11th and 13th centuries, the kings of the pagan empire built over 10,000 temples, pagodas, and monasteries on this plain. Today, more than 2,200 of these structures remain, creating a dreamlike landscape of reddish-brown stupas and temples stretching as far as the eye can see. Each temple is a unique work of art, housing intricate frescoes and serene Buddha statues. The most magical experience in Bagan is to witness the sunrise. As the first light of day touches the plain, the temples emerge from the morning mist, and hot air balloons begin to drift silently across the sky, creating a scene of unparalleled beauty and tranquility. It feels as if time has stood still. This was a kingdom built on faith, where rulers and commoners alike gained merit by building temples. The result is a testament to an era of incredible devotion and artistic fervor, a sprawling sacred landscape that continues to inspire a profound sense of peace and wonder in all who visit. When we think of pyramids, we inevitably think of Egypt. But journeying further south into modern-day Sudan, we find another kingdom that also built pyramids for their rulers. This was the kingdom of Kush, a powerful Nubian civilization that for a time even conquered and ruled Egypt as its 25th dynasty. At the ancient site of Meroe, the capital of the Kushite kingdom, we find a remarkable sight, a dense field of nearly 200 pyramids, more than exist in all of Egypt. These Nubian pyramids are strikingly different from their Egyptian counterparts. They are much smaller, with steeper sides and narrower bases, giving them a sharp, needle-like appearance. They were built as tombs for the kings and queens of Meroe over a period of several hundred years. Often plundered in antiquity, many were further damaged by an Italian explorer in the 19th century searching for treasure. Despite this, the Meroe pyramids stand as a proud and distinct testament to the power and unique culture of the Kushite Empire, a land of the Black Pharaohs whose story is too often overshadowed by its more famous northern neighbor. In the Cappadocia region of Turkey, a land famous for its surreal fairy chimney rock formations, lies a wonder of a completely different kind. It is not a monument that reaches for the sky, but one that plunges deep into the earth. This is Derinkuyu, the largest excavated underground city in Turkey. It is a vast, multi-level labyrinth of tunnels and chambers descending to a staggering depth of around 85 meters. That's nearly 18 stories underground. It was a fully functioning city, complete with living quarters, stables, churches, wineries, and ventilation shafts. It is estimated that Derinkuyu could have sheltered up to 20,000 people, along with their livestock and food supplies, for extended periods. Its primary purpose was defense. Massive circular stone doors, like giant millstones, could be rolled into place to block passageways, sealing the inhabitants safely inside from invaders. The exact age and original builders are still debated, but it was used for centuries by various peoples, most notably by early Christians, as a refuge from persecution. To explore its narrow, winding tunnels is to enter a mysterious subterranean world, a testament to human ingenuity in the face of extreme adversity. Along the banks of the Yi River in China's Henan province, we find a breathtaking display of devotion carved into limestone cliffs. These are the Longmen Grottos, or Dragon's Gate Grottos. Over a period of 400 years, from the 5th to the 9th centuries, artisans carved more than 100,000 Buddhist statues into over 2,300 caves and niches that stretch for a full kilometer along the cliff face. The statues range in size from just 1 inch tall to the colossal Vairocana Buddha, which stands over 17 meters high. The grottos are a magnificent treasure trove of Chinese Buddhist art, documenting a period when the religion flourished under the patronage of emperors and empresses. The centerpiece is the Fengxian Temple, dominated by the serene and majestic Vairocana Buddha, whose face is said to be modeled after the powerful Empress Wu Zetian. The sheer number of figures is overwhelming, a testament to an incredible outpouring of religious faith and artistic energy. The tranquil atmosphere of the river and the silent, compassionate faces of the thousands of Buddhas create a place of profound peace and artistic splendor. Our final wonder is one of both immense scale and profound tranquility. At the confluence of 3 rivers in China's Sichuan province sits the Leshan giant Buddha. Carved into the side of a red sandstone cliff during the Tang Dynasty, this colossal statue is the largest and tallest stone Buddha statue in the world, standing at an impressive 71 meters or 233 feet tall. Its shoulders are 28 meters wide, and its smallest toenail is large enough for a person to sit on. It is a figure of truly monumental proportions. The statue was built over a 90-year period, beginning in the year 713. It was the vision of a Chinese monk named Haitong, who hoped that the Buddha's presence would calm the turbulent river waters that plagued the shipping vessels passing by. Remarkably, the construction itself helped to achieve this. The massive amount of stone rubble removed from the cliff face was deposited into the river below, altering the currents and making the water safer for boats. Today, the giant Buddha sits in serene contemplation, a masterpiece of ancient engineering and a powerful symbol of humanity's ability to shape the natural world through faith and perseverance. Our journey through time has come to an end, but the echoes of these ancient civilizations will resonate long after. We have stood before the silent gaze of the Moai, walked the avenue of the dead, and climbed to monasteries suspended in the air. These 23 wonders are not just relics of a forgotten past. They are beacons of human potential, reminding us of the incredible heights our ancestors reached with faith, ambition, and an ingenuity that continues to inspire our deepest respect and curiosity. They are a shared inheritance, a story written in stone across the face of our planet. The world is a library of such stories, and we have only just skimmed the first chapter. Countless other mysteries lie waiting in dense jungles, beneath shifting sands, and in the depths of the oceans. The spirit of discovery that drove the builders of these monuments lives on in us, in our desire to understand who we are and where we have come from. The quest to uncover the secrets of our past is a journey without end, and there are always more marvels to explore, more questions to ask, and more wonders to behold. If this journey has ignited your own sense of wonder, I invite you to continue the exploration with us. Please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel, World Mystery Wonders. By joining our community of explorers, you help us to continue bringing you more stories of these extraordinary marvels from every corner of our incredible world. The next great discovery is always just around the corner, and we would be honored to have you with us as we find it. Thank you for watching.